following podcast may contain strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to this special Christmas Eve episode of Hallmark of Greatness. Yes, I've just worked out the timeline, boys and girls, and this comes out on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
The show where we run our knackered house into the ground because we are a bit sad, but we'd like you to come round and fix it, preferably in the nude. I'm Joe, and he is the head of the Horny Grannies Who Loves Lamp Society. It's James!
Oh, I'll give him a ride.
And also here with me, some say he's the special snowman brought to life, but he's made out of yellow snow. It's Planet.
I'm jaundiced because the vampires taught me what cancer was.
It's like you knew it was coming.
Yeah, if you would like to keep up to date with all the Hallmark Greatness gossip, you can follow us on Twitter at Hallmark Greatness, all one word, or, I don't know, anywhere. We're everywhere now. We're outside your house.
Put a 20 quid in our job
Caravan.
Or, if you are a Jingle Bell end, email us. That's all I had. It's not great. It's Christmas Eve, boys and girls. What are you looking forward to getting on Christmas Day tomorrow?
Pissed.
Sweet. Yep.
Avocar in it.
Are you having, you can have avocado. It's got egg in it.
Yeah, but I'll just shit myself. It's fine.
Sweet. That's a good Christmas tradition. Like he's shitting himself on a chair.
Boiled avocar.
On a milking stool. On a Dutch milking stool.
Get it on a card.
Poached avocar.
Oh, actually, Planty, I need your actual postal address afterwards because I've got you a little present.
Oh, wow. All right, that's very good. I've got you nothing.
It's not going to be good.
Mate. Yeah, it's some avocar.
It's a Dutch milking stool.
It's a little daft thing that I bought. I thought, Planty will appreciate that. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's not.
Can I poach eggs in it?
It's better to give than it is to receive. As
Merry gentlemen.
as the Diary of a Call Girl with Billy Piper taught me.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you want to play that song so loud?
James, what do you want for Christmas?
Sprouts of Evil. I have always wanted to see what that would be like.
There is a recipe.
I know there is.
Richie gives us the recipe.
You know what? I've never really bought sprouts. It's something that I was forced on as a kid.
No, they've changed now. They've genetically modified them, so they're sweeter now. They're not as bitter as they used to be.
Yeah, I had them with my tea tonight, actually.
Yeah, I like sprouts now. You put them in there with some chestnuts,
yeah,
bacon, or lardons if you're that way inclined. Yeah.
It's like Saturday lunch now, isn't it?
I think we should do a cooking show called Tuesday 11s.
Can I be the James Martin character who constantly bangs on about where he's from?
You can be the one that steals the one that steals all the stuff from Marks and Spencer's. Anthony Morrill
Thompson. It was cheese from Tesco, I think.
Whatever. They're all criminals, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you're having a good, exciting Christmas Eve. Thank you for joining us today as well. It's a day early, I know, but I thought releasing this on Christmas Day, which is when it would normally come out, would be a mistake. So we thought we would do a good thing for you, and we will bring you a further hot beef injection into the Netflix cinematic universe that is 2024's The Merry Gentleman. James, is the machine sufficiently lubed up?
The holiday yarn sprout of the South Pole North End has knocked off early from its 4th century Gothic massacre. However, it's run out of witch hazel, hence the need to advertise. And this week we're sponsored by the entire town of Milton Keynes. I do wish you would. Oh, that goes with the Gothic massacre in hindsight. And it says The Merry Gentleman 2024.
Still not going to do it.
Fine, forget it. We'll not do the button anymore.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it back. Anyway, I may as well just carry on.
Yeah, you keep going, son. This has got away from us, hasn't it?
Christine Merry is a rural eggnog breeder who resents the holidays because her fiance left her one Christmas past. Christmas takes on a whole new complexion, however, when she encounters Wendell Gentleman, a rich man pretending to be Santa.
Mr. Wendell.
Who won Nice Boy of the Year 2017.
Yes!
It's still dark. It's still dark, that side. It'll go dark, they said, and it did. His favourite thing about the holidays is the malls of Christmas past. Things take a seasonal turn when Mr. Darcy appears out of seasonal context and the pair must work together. Will they duet at a local Christmas ball to a crowd of tens? Better not to tell you now. I don't know if that's a crowd of tens of people or a crowd of
Tens machines. The pain relief machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that.
It'd be weird if
say
they
it
all
is.
got in there on their own. Yeah. The actual synopsis for The Merry Gentleman 2024. To save her parents' small-town performing venue, a former big-city dancer decides to stage an all-male Christmas-themed review. Now, this is shit.
This is
This is
steaming pile.
atrocious.
Right, that there, I was like, all right, this could be quite fun. This could be like a fun thing. And after watching Hot Frosty last week, I was like, all right, like I'm into the kind of Netflix Christmas nudge nudge wink wink universe. This has none of that. This is a Hallmark film, but without even the self-awareness of a Hallmark film.
I would go further than that to say that this is AI generated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually-
no, because
Yeah, I'll give
Zelda
you that.
Spellman's in it.
Another peek
Oh, the
behind the
plot
curtain
of
for you. I went on to the AI thing that's on my phone, and I asked it to summarize the plot of this film, and
Yeah,
it
we just
did.
read it
And
out
then
then.
I said scene by scene.
Wait, what?
I said scene by
You
scene.
own two machines.
Give me a breakdown, and I had one.
And it
Captain
had
of
a breakdown.
Captain of industry here. Look at him.
And it came
Well,
up
the
with a
rich boy.
plot, and I went by that for my notes, and it was completely wrong from the
Yeah.
start. It's just
Yeah.
a damning indictment of the AI world, but it gave me a better plot than what this was.
Oh, mate, this is legitimately. It's been a while since I've- one of the worst things I've seen in a long while. Just because for a thing that's supposed to be, I don't know, I say the Hallmark equivalent of Magic Mike, or
Yeah. It's meant to be sexy, isn't it?
it's meant to
You
be
know?
titillating. It's meant to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
as
yeah.
Hallmark titillating as you're allowed.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get dongs flapping about the place, but you're going to get some chaps with their tops off gyrating a wee bit. Like I was bored, man. Like even the dancing wasn't sexy.
No.
Like,
Oh, I was just confused.
And the
I was
themes.
deeply confused.
We'll come to
I
the
tell you what.
themes.
I tell you what's more sexy. Those two lads in Phoenix Nights building a head.
To your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, we get jazzy Christmas music. So I thought it's going to be classy. It's going to be a classy Christmas film. That illusion was shattered immediately as we get the Jingle Bells performing in New York City.
Yeah.
New York City.
Right. I have so many questions about the Jingle Bells, but plenty. I know you've got a list, so go.
What, of questions?
About the Jingle Bells, just like how they function as a group. Like, oh, is it more? We are more abstract sort of.
No,
questions.
mine were absolutely more abstract. No,
All right.
mine was.
I will go with it.
I initially thought, is this
I'll
Jingle
open with mine
Balls?
then if you want.
What's going on?
No,
Yeah,
right,
please.
Jingle Bells. Right, do they just do this show all year round?
Yeah, what do they do for the other 8
What
months
do they do
of
in
the
the
year?
off season? Do they do the Easter bunnies, the Halloween pumpkins? They just paint their asses orange. I don't know, like because it's not sustainable. 24 days. She's been doing this for how long? This lasts, right? So how was she?
8 years, 12 years?
8 years, 12 years, 100 years. She might be a lich. We don't know. But has like if
It's
she's
a
only
Groundhog
working-
Day, but for
if-
Jingle Balls.
How do
if
they
she's on-
celebrate Groundhog Day? Is it just this over and over again?
Oh, do you think
What
she's
a-
trapped in a time
Jingle
loop?
Jingle Fills. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's good.
If she
That's good. I
only
like
works
it.
for what at most 2 months a year, say November,
He's
December,
coining it in. That's why. Coining it in.
right? Is that enough to sustain you in New York City for the rest of the year, right? I don't think it is, right? So she'd have to take a second job somewhere, right? Secondly, all these women have been in this. Also, who's watching this? It's
all
all
these
this,
nutcases.
It's all this
these
dancing.
nutcases.
It's all this kind of 1920s kind of synchronized.
Yeah.
Public
Busby
domain
Barkley,
Christmas
except
music.
without any swimming pools. Yeah.
What I love about this. What I love about this is that it cuts to the audience who are just enraptured.
Oh, yeah. They've never
It's
seen
like-
anything
Yes,
quite
you know
as good
why?
as this.
Because that's stock photography from King Kong, where they saw the monkey being released, right?
There's a train arriving at a station on the screen.
Oh Christ, Planty's got his old train references.
The
also-
old Plenty train doesn't come by so often anymore.
It's also Riverdance for some reason.
Yes.
No, it's oh God, I don't understand what it is and how this would be her dream. Right, I want to be as an 8-year-old girl. I want to be a Jingle Bell. So this has been running for a while as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We've not even got into the film yet, boys.
Is it
and
like
girls,
the
and I'm already
Mousetrap?
angry.
Is it like Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap? Don't
Yeah,
tell
but once
anybody
you-
what happens. It's
once
just
you
some
see
lassies kicking.
The boot hit the ball and it goes down the thing, and the man dives into that. Like, and it's no good, that is it? Right. So this has been running for, let's say, conservatively 20 years. If
Sure.
this lady saw it as a child,
Yeah.
and I'm being
that's
very
being
wig.
generous.
I'm being very wig generous there,
Yeah.
right?
Tory generous.
How is it sustainable? Do these women go away and disband and go and do other shows and then reform like Voltron to do Christmas bells every year? Like, I need to know more context of it because the show is shit as well.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's just high kicking.
I'm
All
doing
the
like
high
star
kicking.
jumps and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, normally I'm into that. Like, we all remember Stargrove. People doing routines I'm into. But this, it just feels so soulless.
It's missing the bit where she pushes Gina Gershon down some stairs behind the scenes.
Put some ice on your nipples, darling.
Backstage, she gets introduced to newcomer Shelby, who's probably about the same age as her, but presented as younger. I think it's great that you're still at it after all these years.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shelby. What a great first impression.
She's
Yeah,
just graduated from the Royal Ballet School. Which Royal Ballet School?
The Royal Ballet School.
The Royal Princess.
Simultaneously.
Oh yeah, the Christmas Princess Ballet School.
Aldover's Royal Ballet School.
The joke is, I think, that her ovaries have dried up at 34 because, you know,
All right,
how
Andrew
dare
Tate,
women
calm
age.
down.
Jodie wants to see her in her office and then immediately fires her for being too old. Are you aging me out? No, of course not. That would be illegal. You're just simply being replaced.
And it's quite a good line, in fairness.
It's literally,
I think it's a
imagine,
better line than what they thought it was to be.
I imagine every woman in a Hallmark film has had that conversation at some point, and that's why they've had to go and do Hallmark films.
She says, I've done this for 12 years, and I just
12?
thought, zero aspirations from
She's
this
happy.
character.
Mate, if like, my childhood job is to work in the beer and trampoline factory. It doesn't exist, but when it does, I'll work there for the end of my days. Right? Happy, content in the knowledge I'm providing excellent beer and quality trampolines to the population. Right?
I'm sure the beer and
This-
trampoline factory is somewhere where Chris works.
This, on the other hand, again, does she only work 2 months a year? Do they do like off Christmas? Do they travel the
Do
world?
they mark Black History Month in the same way? That's what I want to know.
Is there a Kwanzaa bells? Is there a Hanukkah bells? Like when they're all wearing hammer cams? You know, I just don't understand how she's done this for 12 years and survived in New York City.
Her response to being aged out is, I still order off the kids' menu. And it was at this point that I took the dialogue verbatim. At this point. I've dedicated my life to this show. This is illegal. I've never fought for anything in my life before, but I am fighting for the Jingle Bells.
This and my safari hat with flaps. Yeah.
It's the junkyard bells for her.
We've all been there.
I don't know. And she just kind of, as she's leaving, what's she called? Jodie. Shelby, Concords, whatever. It's...
Tells us to fuck off, and the lights go out on the billboard outside.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're over.
Her friend says something like, oh, I broke another shoe. And she says, you know what to ask Santa for? And she went, I won't ask Santa for another pair of shoes unless they've got red heels. And that's how you know she's a girly girl, because she wants Louboutin.
Oh,
okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's how you know she's a girl. Oh yeah, Rachel. Oh yeah, ask your wives about Louboutins. They'll bang on about them for a week.
Sorry, so I need to go and ask him about Jimmy Louboutins. Notorious clog enthusiast.
Well, we had galoshes in the last episode, so it's Louboutins in this.
Oh, have them shoes always got like red heels on them?
Yeah, they've got like a red sole on them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I've learned something.
There you go, Louboutins. The
boys
dead
and
fucking
girls.
deer, like you wish you had
mate, I get my shoes from Shoe Zone.
Clark's.
Although
Labooties. Yeah. She goes to a hotel.
That's where she works when she's not doing Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
Labooties.
Measuring kids' feet in September.
No, she was a strip club that's just
Oh, very good.
French bottoms.
She goes back to her swanky apartment and watches A Christmas Prince from her bed as she takes a call from her mum.
In her pajamas as well, red pajamas. The only thing it's missing is All By Myself, and she's what's her name? The diary woman.
She gets a call from her mum who guilts her about Christmas. That's a mother's attribute. It's just guilting her about Christmas. That's all she does. We're coming to
and being rubbish at business.
Her mum, Zelda Spellman, boys and girls.
That's right.
Yeah. Nope, nothing. Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Aunt Zelda. Hey, that's not Aunt Zelda. Oh, you kids are only familiar with Miranda Otto. But for me, there's only one Aunt Zelda, Beth Broderick. Yeah. And why doesn't Salem wisecrack anymore? Pure Spellman.
That's, to be fair, they need to bring Nick Beatty back. I told you he's 107 and he's dead.
He's dead. So the kids want to see the originals. Yeah.
Yeah, she says, I haven't been home in years. I think she's never been home for 12 years. She went to New York and she fucked him off.
Yeah, because she's the one with the business acumen. And if she'd gone back home, then there would be no film.
Has she got a business acumen? Because her entire business.
She only works 3 months a year and she can afford to live in New York City. So
she says later on that she has to work twice a day. No, she has to work every day and twice on weekends.
Twice on Christmas.
Yeah, matinee shows, isn't it?
Christmas? Fucking hell, no one's going to that.
Yeah, because remember, the Christmas Day one's the biggest show. She's got to be back for that.
Fuck off. Who's going to a show on Christmas Day?
Many other non-Christian people in New York City.
Who love a Christmas show.
Why would they go and watch a Christmas-based show on Christmas Day?
Well, she's going to go and watch.
Well, she's like, well, me and my dad are coming to see the Jingle Bells.
Fiddler on the Roof.
We forked out $100 or something to come and see this. And she's like,
and again, they've got no money. So what are they doing? They've not paid the rent in months. Oh.
She agrees to come to them instead because she's suddenly got all this free time.
So
she goes home, gets out of the taxi at the Rhythm Room, one of 2 locations.
Now,
which
the Rhythm Room sounds like somewhere you go to get wanked off by the old bloke out of Grease too.
That's what it becomes.
I was going to say, it sounds like where every room is a glory room.
It's a once vibrant nightclub in Sycamore Gap. Sorry, Creek.
Steady, you'll upset the Geordies.
She does a fake fall in front of Chad.
This fucking prick.
Luke. I've never liked him, but yeah. A festoon installer. That's going in the plot generator.
Yeah, his job is just to festoon buildings.
Now, this stepladder he's using is far too small for this job. Right? I were installing some wreaths at Rhythm Room, but I was given wrong type of ladder. I nearly choked owner's daughter with some Christmas lights. That's when I called National Accident Helpline. And now I own Rhythm Room, and we're National Front rallies here each weekend. Or something. Call National Injury Lawyers for you.
Fucking funny. That's the best thing you've ever done.
Can we isolate that? That would be good. I'd like that.
Can we just have fake adverts in the middle of this?
I'm going to put that on my. I'm going to put that on my show reel on IMDb. Thank you.
He's done.
Sorry. Right. Go on. Keep going. I'll just catch up.
Yeah, I think we ought to be interspersed with just plenty fake adverts and stuff.
I've forgotten all about National Insurance Helpline.
They're all on YouTube.
Core memory unlocked.
Why are they on YouTube?
Why not?
Watch them? Anyway, inside the Rhythm Room, it's deserted, the stage is bare, the once bustling bar is empty, apart from 2 lads, Troy and Dan, doing a crossword, as lads will do.
He's dressed as Brazos out of Only Murders in the Building.
Troy is Colt Pratt's professional dancer who worked with Pink and was in Dirty Dancing, and Old Man Danny, Maxwell Caulfield, who was in Grease 2.
Cool Rider.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 100 Things episode last month. Thank fuck I dodged that bullet.
Her parents appear and her mum says, oh, it's a miracle because she's not done guilting her. Her mum is either German or drunk. Possibly
No,
both.
Beth Broderick, mate. But she's both.
A landlady turns up at this point and wants a word with her parents while she moves around feeling all nostalgic. We get newspaper on the wall that says Belgravia Royals attend Rockfest at small town venue, the Rhythm Room.
So this is the bit that I dropped into the chat earlier on. So these are obviously characters out of the Christmas Prince.
Yeah.
Right. So she was watching the Christmas Prince on the telly. So is the Christmas Prince in their universe a documentary? Is it like the
Crown? Like the Kardashians.
Yeah. And so are these people real?
Pick a lane.
Yeah.
It just okay. Yeah, when I first watched this, I went, "Oh, the Christmas Prince thing." She's watching on the telly. I quite like that, but then when they try and shoehorn them in as being real
It's
people,
too
I was like,
much.
"Oh fuck, these cunts aren't going to be at the end of the film." Are they?
It could be that is a fictionalized version of what happened.
Oh man.
To
Yeah.
So the Christmas Prince could be a fictionalized version in the same way that like the Royals on Netflix is a very heavily fictionalized version of what happened with the Windsors, because I don't believe the Queen's ever given a blowjob to anyone. There's a scene.
Paddington Bear, maybe James Bond in a helicopter. Or
Two of them. She's just skiing with Bond and the Bear.
Bond and the Bear sounds like an 80s cop show. I'm Jimmy Bond.
No, but
I'm the bear.
And welcome to Skiing with Bond and the Bear. It's just Ski Sunday music.
Six episodes of teaching you how to ski, whether you're a bloke called Jimmy Bond or a bear.
It's just going to take forever now.
French fry pizza. Right, come on, let's get through this. I know it's Christmas Eve and we're all ready to go out and celebrate the birth of our Lord and Saviour Alan Sugar, but
she gently caresses a faucet and it spills its top, which was almost too much for me.
Is this not also the picture where she pulls the picture off the wall and it's 18 random people in a photograph?
Yeah.
Is it not that picture at the end of The Shining?
It looks, yes, but even that looks more because they got people in a room. Again, another point where I went, I love this. I love the fact that they can't do proper Photoshop. They will just black and white people into shots that the lighting is at mad angles and it's great.
And Dad comes over and says, don't touch anything because this place is a death trap. Lady keeps upping the rent, so it's difficult to afford repair work. So a lot of our budget has just gone on the 5 Christmas trees.
All the neon we keep on.
Yeah.
All around the place as well. That's eating up the budget.
And she
keeping
says,
the vehicle for fucking Danny from Grease 2.
Yeah. And he says, most bands prefer the bigger clubs these days. Do they? They don't
want to come to the rhythm room. They want to go to the wanking shack.
Anyway, this bloke called Luke helps out free, and Luke comes in, and it's Chad Michael Murray from earlier.
One Christmas Tree Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good, actually. And
still not as
I'm
good
trying to
as...
think of the Gilmore Girls one, and I can't. She
says, "Did I mention he's handy?" And I thought, well, it's called the Rhythm Room, so why not? Yeah.
He's the ones in the back beating everyone off.
Her mum literally steeples her fingers like Mr. Burns as they meet, which is a bit creepy. And she says, "Oh, I'm off," and immediately slips on an oil slick.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Death trap.
Is it just to prove that the building's falling apart?
I was just leaving a space for Planty's advert.
I was leaving the rhythm room and I had a fall. That was a woman in the office. Do you remember? She was walking. I was walking out the office, and it was a wet floor.
Let's not do them all in one.
Sorry.
We can space these out. We can space out. There's good. This is at least 6 weeks of material here, lads.
Jesus.
I completely forgotten all about it. But now you've met. Can we do the one where it's about the Halifax one? It's not all work. That one as well.
Sure. So we're going to go mini episodes and just do adverts now. This is digressing quite into podcast upon podcast. Podception. Yeah.
Keep it always fluid.
She goes to see her sister at the Little Spoon because all shops in this place, all buildings are sex references.
Yeah.
Including ye olde sex toy shop next door.
Have I got it wrong, or is her sister called Mary Rose like the sauce?
No, I haven't got the name because she's called Ashley, isn't she? No, I haven't got the name.
She's called Ashley. She's called Mary. I don't know whether she's called Mary Rose.
I'm sure they say that.
She does stink of prawns.
She says it's so good to hug and squeeze you in person.
It was called the Little Spoon.
It's called the Little Spoon. I can't believe you bought the Little Spoon. She fucking spoons into it. Yeah.
A fella's called Roger, whose chief attribute is that he wears a yellow V-neck sweater.
And he used to be a linebacker at college.
He's fucking he's Al Bundy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
never done anything since.
He's never moved out of his small town, and he's still the hero there.
He's Mark Anthony Samuel, which means he was there at the time of the Goth attacks.
Three first name wanker. Yeah.
3 first name ultimate wanker. A rarely used insult.
He's in NCIS, and actually at the moment in a actually good TV series, A Man on the Inside, as somebody's kid. It's all set in a care home,
isn't it?
I don't get the reference.
Inner space. with
Yeah,
the
a man
on
in a
the
little ship on
insides.
the inside, with a slightly bigger man in a diver's outfit with some knives on it.
I've lost this.
No, it's all right.
Lost
Move
it.
on.
That
move on.
reference
I
is too
forget
old for James. There
I
you
forget
go.
that James is 12 at times.
Ashley's bummed about being fired, so for free, her sister orders her a burger, which she changes to a salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do when you've been fired.
No,
and-
I'm going to get as much free scran
Mm.
as that I can
Exactly.
get. And also, the burgers in there, like, there's a proper American diner. They got a big
Yeah,
flat
yeah,
grill.
gonna cane
It's
that.
going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fucking
Smash
boss, innit?
burgers, greasy as,
No,
as you
no,
like.
not smash burgers, man. Smash burgers are for pricks. I want a big.
Fat,
On the
juicy
rare
one.
occasions I eat meat, like I want like a wedge of it. Yeah.
You want Guy Fieri coming out of there going, that's too much for me. She
makes a
another
TikTok
episode. I
Is that,
think.
is that the
Yeah.
rhythm? Is that the rhythm rooms he's just come out of?
She says, "Oh, you can do some TikTok videos to help get some business into the rhythm room or something."
She
And I
offers her,
thought
though.
that's quite a current reference for these things.
It's 2024. It was filmed in 2024, mate.
But that's what I'm saying. But
It
it's
was
still
filmed in
it still feels
24
like,
hours. I thought you were going to say.
It still feels like a really
to go. She wants to be sedated.
and then he comes in
Also, what
and
is she gonna film it in for TikTok? So just jizz everywhere.
them lads doing the crossword and getting the words wrong in the crossword.
Seven
But then-
across is semen.
Then he comes in and the line is something like, "Oh, we've got to close up here. Would you take her home?" It's like the middle of the day. It's bright, blistering sunshine through the window, and we've got
Yeah.
to close up. Will you take her out? And he goes, and she's got food on her face, and he goes,
She's got
"I'll
on her
have
face.
what she's having."
Yeah, she's
She goes-
ordered chocolate candy cane cookies, whatever the fuck that is.
I assume that's chocolate chips cookies, but they've put shards of that horrible candy cane in,
Oh no!
which won't melt and will just stab your face.
Stick in your.
But she's decided to just, instead of trying to eat it, to just rub it on her face
Like a
like the
toddler.
tribe. Yeah.
Oh, like the tribe, yeah. One or the other.
And he brings it back to old references by saying, "I'll have what she's having."
Yeah. Oh, Christ. And it, again, didn't even pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, her sister lets this prick who's been rude to her take her home in a
Yeah.
pickup.
Well,
I mean,
she's like, if he kills her, at least she's out of my fucking life.
and
I don't have to go and watch a twat about on stage once a year.
they ride home. She makes polite conversation about his job. He says that he's never heard his job being called carpentering before.
Yes.
Getting the gaslighting in early. She says she's a dancer.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. No, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And throughout.
She says she's a dancer, and he looks at her like she's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes, oh, wait, no, I know what you mean now. A diva. He
Yeah.
drops her off, and they have an awkward moment. And then it's back to Mary Rose territory. She gets in, and she starts guilting her now about never coming home for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean,
And she's
to be fair, I kind of get it because it's Christmas. But if your job is dancing a shit fandango on Christmas Day, apparently, as we've established, that this show happens on Christmas Day for the Jews, Muslims, Sikhs, people that don't celebrate Christmas.
angry loners.
Who would still want to go and watch a Christmas-based tap dancing / spinning around show?
Oh, it's so ironic.
I don't know. Like, yeah.
She says that fella thought that I was a stripper, and her sister goes, "Oh, that's funny because my old fella was not a surgeon but a stripper. Don't tell Roger."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, it's vaulted for life." And Roger goes, "What's vaulted for life? None of your fucking business, Roger."
Yeah.
Stay in your
Shut
fucking
up,
lane."
Roger, you
She
dick.
says the doctor. He just played a doctor at bachelorette parties. I play a doctor at bachelorette parties. I shoot reindeer at the airport. Everyone hates reindeer, right? Oh, no.
Where's he been all year?
No, he's coming in hot for the end of the year, though, man. Like I said, as much as I love doing the TV stuff, we get the
This
best
is-
out
this
of
is the
Blaney
niche.
when
This
he's
is
got
the niche.
something when he's got something to rage against, like, you know what I mean? Whether it's the dying of the light or like a reindeer. No,
She goes back to the rhythm room now.
Also, like Marie does now.
No.
I'm
I don't know
annoyed
that she
in,
hasn't.
in her
Yeah.
house. Like Roger's just doing all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just got, I don't know, just me. Sorry. Go on.
She goes back to the rhythm room where Luke is slithering about on the floor without a shirt on. What's that thing from Always Sunny that they play, like night worms or something? Similar to that.
Night crawlers?
Night crawlers, yes. He's
he's
apparently
trying to
fixing
fix
the
the tap,
faucet.
but he's had to take his top off to fix the tap.
She stamps on his head or something.
Yeah.
Falls over.
He pops up and she does a scare. He asks for her help holding it. He fixes it and a thin dribble of piss comes out of it. And he's like, yeah, that's done. Yeah. The landlady turns up and catches her alone. He says, well, I'm booting you out so that the juice bar can take over. They're willing to pay
Do you think
30
it's the
grand.
juice box from Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares?
It's called Squeeze Me, isn't it? Is it called Squeeze Me?
Yeah.
She says, Squeeze Me.
It
She goes,
should be
"Excuse
called
me?"
X Squeeze Me. That'd be funnier. Because then you could have a Wayne's World
Espresso.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
They owe 6 months back rent.
6 months.
Yeah.
Just run up to 30 grand, which the juice bar will pay. I'm like, fucking take that deal. Get out. Wow.
No. Because it's a chain, isn't it? It's not like it's just someone trying to buy it in. It's the Starbucks equivalent of a juice bar coming in and ruining this.
The rhythm room has become a juice bar now.
I didn't go there before. I won't go there now. Also, that's way too big a venue for a juuse bar.
Yeah.
It's
not the right feel.
Hey, it's just fucking nonsense.
Says it's a hole in the wall with too many holes in the wall, which is fine.
Because it's the rhythm room.
Yeah.
Also, it's burning through the electricity meter's burning through those lights they've strung up. Ashley says there's big things happening here. Hot men will be performing in a male dance review, making it up on the fly. And she sees Luke coming out of the gents and she says, here's a merry gentleman now. He plays along. Says, does it have a name? Yes, the Merry Gentleman.
I just told you, Susan. Pay attention.
And she says, right, that'll rack up 30 grand in less than a month then. I'm off.
In less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, well, fair enough. If not, I'll just evict you and you'll get nothing.
Yeah.
You'll still owe me the 30 grand debt and this place will be a Jamba Juice. Well done. Fucking idiot.
Shoe mafia done now. Fucking
and
muggers.
Also, my wife has been very present on the question of where is the
juice bar? So if you please, the juice bar.
So this is like when I started to really, really fall asleep, because at this point I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna get like them training and them not getting on and stuff, but none of it happens. They all just get really good at it.
Yeah, I honestly thought they'd got Gary Glitter music out for a moment. It was very glam rock. I was like, what the fuck?
Like that scene out of The Joker. God, he's so edgy, isn't he? The Joker.
I mean, I think they can legally use it without ramifications.
Hang on, I think he's got a Joaquin Phoenix reference coming up. I can tell. His posture's all changed.
He's putting all lipstick on. What's going on?
We live in a society of strippers. I don't know.
They've got one of the lads from the bar, Todd or whatever his name is.
Roger's
there.
Is that a Ricky or Troy? Troy.
Yeah.
Troy, who I thought was a bit daft.
Yeah, I think he is. He's a bit.
And they're abusing him by making him take his clothes off in front of people.
He's been hitting the head by a horse. Yeah.
Also, Roger's there, and he just looks like he wants to die.
Ted.
He is. He is. At one point, somebody's wearing just a tabard, isn't he? Just like a fluorescent tabard, and they rip it off. I'm like, is he a sexy garbage man? What's the thing here?
Oh man! And also lots of isolate. I've got no idea what it means. They've said the word Jiminy Jellica so many times it's lost all meaning.
It's basically a shit stomp.
Joe Biden turns up at one point and laughs off an invitation to join. I'd like to join this reindeer game, he says. What does that mean?
Applesauce, bitch.
Wait, do they not play... that's the Deer Hunter, where they play...
Russian roulette.
Different film entirely, sorry.
Better film.
I mean, Ashley's out there on the streets hawking them like a pimp.
Yeah, she's like, do you want to come and watch the lads you know that live in this small town take their clothes off for you? And to be fair, I kind of like that because, you know.
Yeah, why not?
I imagine this town's got a strip club just down the seedier end of town, right?
Because you go and you get this bloke to cook your dinner, and then the other bloke comes around to fix your plumbing, and then the other lad serves you a drink, and then you get to see them later that night taking the tops off. Yeah, I don't know, that's someone's
We're all
kink.
eligible bachelors of the town.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
People from Batley, I think. Yeah.
They're all barcode battlers of the town.
Oh wow, indeed they are.
And I thought, yeah, that's no different. Like, I'm kind of on board with this.
It's a setup for a film, yeah.
It is just when
It
1,000
comes off the
women
rails
show up.
immediately.
Yeah.
Luke is depressed, so she forces him to dance with her. Take my hand. That's a single handhold. She instructs it.
Take my hand.
They slow
That's
dance.
not my hand.
The debut is on the 15th of December, and it says that there's $30 cover.
$30 cover charge. Yes, you got to pay $30 to get in to see them ride around the place. That's not including drinks.
No,
I found this out a while back because I didn't understand how.
I didn't understand how it works.
They always go American cover charge. So it's basically ticket fee.
Right.
It's 30 quid entrance and your tickets are on top. Some places will have like a $20 cover.
I was trying to calculate how much tickets for this
drink
cost.
minimum.
Yeah.
So you've got to pay $20 and buy 2 drinks while you're in there. Like, which is a fuck system.
It's a racket.
Plus tax.
Yeah, but I'm not even getting into that. But yeah. Like, I've been to comedy nights where I'm like, I've paid to get in and going, I'm not buying a drink, I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to, but you're trapped. And
Yeah,
I don't know what would happen if you just left without buying 2 drinks. Like, they can't.
I think
trap
you
in
become
there
part of
and
the
make
show.
you-
I don't know.
Make you drink drinks. Like,
You have to
Yeah.
dance off your money. Yeah.
get all that dandelion and Advocar out the back and put that in him.
On cover for the cover charge. I don't know. Luke is panicking and breathing into a paper bag like he's just come out of hell, man.
Yeah,
or
but you know what's
something.
in that? It's a roast beef sandwich on home news.
She says, no, you just need to find a friendly face in the crowd. And he goes, you look pretty. It's honestly all
She
like this.
doesn't. Her wig slides around
Yeah.
so much during scenes.
Yeah.
It upsets me.
The
Not even a
relationship
fucking
moves on
lace front. Like,
oddly quickly, doesn't it? It moves on really quickly in like 2.5 minutes.
So the
Oh.
tone really changes at this point because it's a bit of a risque film. And like you were saying, I was nodding off until this scene when the first dance happened. And I just, all my notes say is,
What?
oh, well, this is really something. So,
What-
God
what-
rest ye
what-
merry
my-
gentlemen to a baying crowd of women.
Yes. My pony, Rylan, let's do it. My Frankenstein is waiting. Come and have a sniff of it. Yeah, it's not actually bad because this scene is like, I would say, the best dance bit of it.
They're in
Because
high vis and
he's
hard
doing doom
hats.
doom 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 on the drum
Yeah, this is
thing
the
and,
shit
like,
stomp bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the shit stomp bit, but at least it's kind of I don't know.
It's something.
It does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As a
of course.
confused man, but I think for like women who've been in loveless relationships for a long time, this might be erotic. I don't
Just what
know.
you need. Yeah, yeah.
He reveals his boxes a little bit. It says "naughty boy" on his arse
It
cheeks.
does.
Yeah, might say spill hazard.
Mine says wide load.
And one of them just says President Ceausescu. I don't know why. But no, it's literally like the best dance sequence in this because it's just the 3 of them, and I think this was the one that went into the trailers.
Yeah,
Right.
Some of them later on, especially when Danny gets involved,
Yeah.
he's spinning around like a fucking drunk Superman in a phone booth.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I couldn't take my eyes off him
And
or
it's
the
pretty good.
dialogue.
Like everyone, all the women in there are like, "Hey, this is pretty good." Like it's not like
They're the most chaste strippers of all time because they never take off more than the shirts, and it's the same routine every single night. And this has a population of about 13 people.
burlesque, isn't it? It's what you don't show. It's the Gypsy Rose Lee thing. It's the
Yes.
Burlesque is
All
slightly
titillating.
more,
first to earn,
it's
like
slightly
Cilla
more
Black,
to it.
first
but-
to earn, yeah,
Oh, don't.
more Cilla content. Mini episodes of Cilla's songs.
No.
Um,
The landlady congratulates her after the show and then says, "Oh, can you give Luke my number?" All right. Mum is a bit shell-shocked, as was I at this point. Luke toasts Ashley, and in a private moment, he gives her a wreath necklace and then puts it on her, going, "Stunning," which I thought was good.
It's proper Sheffield.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Proper
Nice.
Sheffield is writing into radio stations angry at the Otters or
Mate.
something. I don't know.
Oh, if you haven't heard, James's brother wrote into Radio 4.
I don't know. It was some legal
Women's
program
Hour.
anyway. As though he was...
Basically saying otters, seals,
Sea lions.
walruses, manatees. There's too many of them. Get rid of 2.
And then they had
Wow.
What's the difference? And then they had a debate about it. And I'm like,
I didn't think he could go up in my estimation, but here
oh,
you
mate,
are.
I was just like, I can imagine James's brother sitting there
Yeah.
on an actual typewriter, like smoking
Formulating
a woodbine, flat cap on,
pint of mild,
yeah,
whip it
right,
under his arm.
right, you nonsense.
tungsten carbine trip. Anyway, yeah, and this is getting away from us. He offers to walk her home, and she says, "All right, let's go and get pizza." And scene missing.
Let's go and get a pizza. I think that's got the best slice in this shit house town written on it.
Yeah, and she goes, it's kind of all right. It's not as good as New York, but it's all right.
I don't know. I've never been to New York, and I never will go until they sort themselves out. Take that, America. But I don't think American pizza is going to be ever better than British, Italian pizza anyway.
No, of course it
like,
isn't.
they invented it. Like,
Of course it's
like, I've seen some of the shit that they've tried to pass off as pizza. What is it like? There's like a Baltimore pizza, which is just like they cook the pizza and then put the cheese on cold.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking sort yourself out.
You're
you
all
pricks.
right, thanks.
No, I'm going to go down the road. I'm going to go to the lovely little Italian down there. I'm going to get a nice Napoli pizza.
Yeah,
thin
and
crust,
crispy.
cooked in the oven for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The oven's that hot, you could smelt glass in there.
Yeah, you could kill a Terminator in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sort
Yeah.
yourselves out.
a snowman.
Yes, indeed, bringing it
I'm
back.
going to get an authentic New York slice. All right, well, enjoy your dysentery.
After this, now bearing in mind it's a nighttime Christmas show, a sexy show, they go and see Santa, who is still there, even after they've had something to eat. How late is Santa in this
I have a
church?
theory. I have a theory he's erotic Santa.
Of course you do.
So he's not
How
there
many
for the
gay
kids.
friends did you have to go through about this?
Just the one.
Mrs. Wembley.
No, because I think he's just there for the adults at that point in the night.
Oh man, he looks at them like, "Oh, fucking drunks at this hour."
Yeah.
It's brilliant. He's like, "Oh, I was just about to clock
he's
off."
more concerned that one of them's going to do a piss on him.
Yeah, of course he is. He's end of the night Santa on the streets. You know, they take pictures with him. She says that she's happy to be choreographer for a change, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, and but it's the most awkward looking thing because they both stand up next to him.
Okay, Santa,
Nobody
it's
sits
your
on his
turn to be
knee.
Lucky Pierre in this sandwich.
We get a quick scene of her. She's raised $2,200 according to a blackboard chart.
This chart looks like she's sorting out a new roof on the church. Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Manny,
very much.
did you not have visions of yodeling, lonely,
Like, of the thing going up, and then, but she's going to go too far. It's going to fall off. Oh no, the price is wrong.
Price is right, yeah. References for just me and Planet.
Yeah.
Old men club strikes again.
Yeah.
Her mum's gonna make a bouche de Noël.
Right. So they're proud of the fact that they raised $2,000 in a night.
Yeah.
Which is good,
Yeah.
right? But there is how many days left to go? So this is 15th. So there is 10 days. So even if they maintain that behavior, the best they're gonna make is 20 grand, which is not enough to pay.
No.
Right.
So,
but this is a smaller number of women than we're supposed to
It
believe.
looks pretty full. That room,
Come in
to be
later
honest.
on. The place never looks full, Joe. I don't know you're kidding. The place usually has one person in a booth. It's crazy empty. There's no wood. There's not enough people.
Were you at the
in this
Davins
town.
recording?
she's like, no, she's right. They're not gonna make that amount of money. So, Mum, you know what that means? You're gonna have to make
Take your clothes off, Mum.
an L-shaped Swiss roll with fuckloads of rosemary draped over it, which never turns up again.
It does at the end of the movie.
She goes,
Yeah, they do it for Christmas Day. Yeah.
You're gonna have to make your special cake that you used to make. And she's like, oh, well, there's not much chance because no one comes there anymore. It's a fucking Swiss roll.
Yeah.
Aldi, 47p for 2 Swiss rolls. Cut one of them into it on a diagonal angle, slap it on, butter, cocoa, icing. Why have you put rosemary on it? I don't know. You're a maniac. Right? Because
no one ever eats it. Well, I'm gonna just charge them a slice.
I think because it was probably filmed in fucking like June, and they went, we can't actually get any holly or anything.
Yeah.
Rosemary's similar? No, it isn't. I don't know. Also, it annoyed me because she was like, we can't afford it. Like, turn off 2 of them lights, and you'll be able to afford this. I assure you.
She goes out for.
You know when you go into clubs and they just go, "Do you want a bit of cake?" as you walk in? I go, "No,
no,
absolutely not."
Call me old-fashioned, but I will not accept unsolicited cake. Remember what fucking cake. It's a fucking disgrace.
It's a disgrace, yeah. The way that she's making more money is by not paying any of these dancers because they're in Christmas indentured servitude.
Right. Well, I think that
Going in
Troy,
the plot generator.
Troy is still getting paid for working behind the bar, so he's pulling double duty. He's having to go and gyrate and then go and get a Campari and soda.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Roger, I think, is just happy to be away from his wife, who fucking clearly hates him.
Yeah, and makes him do everything. The other lad's still doing taxi during the day.
No, he's not there yet.
Oh,
right,
he's
okay.
later.
Yeah.
Ricky, that's Ricky. Or Mickey. I don't know.
Chad Michael Murray's just grateful to have curbed his strangling women on the high street fetish that he had.
Anyway, she goes for lunch with her mum at her sister's place. Sister says, "Oh, there's been a review of the review. It's just a thing of itself. It's good, and the rhythm room is now, and I quote, back atop the town's cultural scene. A place with only 2 locations in it, and this is the other one.
One evening of 3 lads taking their tops off briefly is enough.
It's a bit over the top.
Joy in this place.
It's just 3 lads in the pants and 6 pissed middle-aged women. It's hardly.
Mate, have you ever been to
the last days of Rome, is it?
The cab driver, Ricky Mickey, turns up dancing into his headphones.
Again, another person I feel they're taking advantage of because he comes into the cafeteria, into the diner, into Kathy's diner from previous week's episode. And he's just gyrating around in front of the thing. No, he's not ordered nothing. He's just coming there to do a little dance.
Yeah.
And they go, we need to get that guy. And he's like, okay.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, he's like, go for it.
The more the merrier, gentlemen.
Well, I get paid. And she's like, shut up. That money. You don't need money.
You want to be a rhinestone cowboy, kid.
Oh, cowboy Christmas.
And then we cut to the next performance where he is a rhinestone cowboy, performing all the moves perfectly. It must be like the next night.
Yes, it is the next night because timeline-wise,
hey kid, you got it.
Along.
Yeah, he has. He's got it in one. Everyone has cowboy hats on, and they do a leapfrog at the end to similar applause.
Yeah,
which I thought would have been funny. At least one of them had the dick out because there's a possibility of your dick just rubbing along some dude's back. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Would it?
Yeah, I'd laugh.
The next one is on December the 18th. And for this one, Luke has a little bow tie on. They're running out of themes.
Yeah.
Afterwards, Roger slips
also,
on ice.
Right. It's 30 quid a night. And I've not seen anyone's dick yet.
That's what I assume most people would be saying, yeah.
Although it's good. You know, you've got a limited run. Like,
yeah.
So I'm going to come on the 24th. And then
and then
Christmas dong.
They've all had a bit of a drink. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's the last one.
Roger slips and sprains his ankle. He says, it's no big deal. I used to sprain my ankle all the time at football. Oh, so you know that it still fucking hurts then. It's fucking fun.
Also, it's American football, so you probably just stood there and threw a ball for a bit.
That's right, yeah. Or just stand there and stop some lad a bit smaller than you.
Like William the Fridge Perry. Yeah.
Anyway, they're like, no, the show must go on. We've got this Clockwork Orange theme.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was hoping at one point someone would get a huge stone penis out and smack one of the women's heads in.
No time for the old in-out. I'm going to be a stripper.
Yes. Oh, vidi me, my brothers.
You droogs.
Yes.
Something.
Somehow they've lost all motor skills without Roger because he was the brains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And I was thinking, right, I don't know much, but I've been in bands where we've orchestrated things that work together. And if one person doesn't show up, you just go, I'll just move one step slightly faster. I'll do a big stride.
But do you remember?
Yes.
But remember, in Mean Girls, they can't get their shit together because they're on the wrong side of one another.
Film, Mean Girls. Yes.
Yeah, but they're on the wrong side of one another, so they can't get their shit together. So again, I think this is just ripping that off.
I think that's... Oh, do you reckon? I think it's just implied that they're just thick, or they have to operate as a unit, or they don't operate at all.
Yeah, the head, the arms, and the legs all need to be operating.
This minor jeopardy is waylaid by Joe Biden turning up. And he says,
what is minor jeopardy?
He says, someone's got a God Santa sleigh all night. Is that a phrase?
Oh, America, yeah, probably, because there'll be people trying to shoot it
with a gun.
Yeah, he knows the routine somehow and has his own outfit. How did they find so much seedy Christmas music? I've written in my notes. It's a
AI.
success somehow.
It's all
I
AI.
think Joe Biden has it. I think that's what he does in his downtime.
Oh
is that
wow!
he,
I've got CD Christmas music. Oh wow!
Montage of the next few nights. The theme is salarymen. That raised 16K. Hawaii Tiki Night. They're up to 19K on this fucking
it seems to be about 3K a night at this point. See,
They get interviewed by the prestigious 2 News. News to you.
yeah.
I bet this was news to you. Old man on stage.
Yeah, and oh man,
It was so boring. I glossed over what it was all about at this point.
again, like at this point, I was like, who's left joining? Is the dad gonna join in at one point? Is she gonna join in?
The dad doesn't join in because he's busy shooting Tremors.
In the diner, Troy tells her about Luke's last relationship. Luke used to live in the big city. Oh, I'm so shocked. Like 80% of the population of the USA does.
But he
longs for the city.
always calls me city girl. Oh, but
Yeah.
his girl from the city left him, and he hates industrialized areas now. He just fucking wants to hang about with trees.
When he plays Sim City, he puts the industrialized areas right at the very top of the map.
Yeah, away from him.
It's a reference for me.
Yes.
She takes her sister's car to his barn where he's carpentering manfully. He makes chair legs, thousands of them, nothing else.
So many chair legs. I would be more concerned about who's breaking all the chair legs in this town.
Yes.
Because someone is making an effort. And she goes, what's under this? And I was, there's a big thing under a blanket.
Yeah.
And I genuinely wanted, when she lifted it up, to make that noise from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. No, don't look under there. That's not for you. But no, it's just like a carved table.
Oh,
Pinball
yeah, that's the
table,
other- It's
yeah.
special. It's a Christmas desk for Christmas business.
Yeah.
And what makes it Christmassy? Plywood cutouts of trees that go along
That's
the
it. Yeah, that's it.
And she goes, oh, incredible. He's found the meaning of Christmas, and it's about being as horny as fuck. And they dance to Christmas country songs, the magic of the season. She says, I think your sandwich might go cold. I think your sister might get worried. And for some reason, that kills the
Also,
romance dead.
You know what? No man wants to ever hear your sandwich might go cold.
Oh, but it's tongue sandwich. Yeah.
Ah.
Mine's full of hassler. I don't know. Are we flirting, James?
We're into the last 30 minutes. Better
Thank
inject some
God.
peril into this.
Yeah, a minor amount of peril. Like,
Minor threat. They've raised 23K now, according to the blackboard.
which I think if you went to the bank with that, they'd be like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll cover you the rest of
Yeah.
the month.
Jodie from the Jingle Bells rings her and says Shelby's burned out and her understudy is ill.
She's burnt out in 5 days.
Oh, how the turntables.
Yes, the turntables indeed. I'm sorry. No, I want a job at least more than 3 months of the year.
Yeah.
I
Well.
demand new legs made entirely of lacquer.
It's worse. She gets a 25% raise, fine with that, and a 3-year contract, which presumably would expire in December 2027. So
Yeah.
the same problem down the line.
Oh, 25%. She's about to throw around 25% raises willy-nilly. Shows how little they're paying these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need it tomorrow. Decide ASAP because I pulled a lot of strings for this.
That's
No,
right.
you
Did you,
didn't.
Jodie? You
No,
fired her.
I'd be like, no, you need me. You fucked up.
That's
love.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't do any of that, though, does she? She should have highballed him. She'd be like, no, you need me. I'm the one that only knows all the spinning round.
Yeah.
Arms
I'm
in
the
the
middle.
air.
I'm the middle.
All the
woman.
flailing.
Yeah. If I'm right in the middle, everyone else is just going to fall over, dickhead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we've seen
I'm the
it. We've seen
keystone.
it with men.
I'm the keystone. I'm the linchpin. Yeah. I've been having a lot of naked fucking Jeremys through it here.
I've seen it with men. I'm going to use that more in conversation. She sees folks back at the rhythm room and explains, and they start guilting her about that now.
My God, all her parents do are
Yeah.
just guilt ghosts.
Literally, yeah. They reckon that she should say no and then pressure her to agree, and she says, "Oh well, I'm going to accept."
Yes,
No,
my
because
whole
what-
life has been building up to being in that show.
Yes.
And you've been in that show for 12 years. Move
And what
on.
has your life come to? You're now watching men waggle around in a bar in your mum and dad's house, essentially.
But you're still making
How's that-
$3,000 a night.
Has that plan worked out for you? Maybe think about that.
She's not
Yeah.
on $3,000 a night doing the jingle balls.
No, is she a hell? She's only
Because
not-
it's all going to the debts, isn't it? The
Yeah, but
many
beyond
debts.
the debts,
Yeah.
she just needs to ride it out until the new year.
The thing is,
And
people
then-
are all doing this because it's charity, so
But
they
also,
won't do
by
it.
that-
It's
by
it's
that-
after Christmas.
I think they're
then.
doing it
No,
because
I
the
don't know.
perverts.
I think it's a very perverted town, is
Yeah.
Sycamore Falls. And also, to be fair, thinking about it, if no one's getting their cock out after a week, I'd stop going.
But you would go
Yes.
every day for a week to see
For
if
a
there was a
week.
cock.
Yeah,
Each-
especially if there was a theme like the trip to Mordor, or something like.
But where's the ring?
See, I know they could play on. Oh, have you got it? Oh, bend
Yeah.
over a bit, like that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, come on, let's finish this. 'cause-
Chip 'em, mash 'em, put 'em in a
Do you want to
stew.
see Sauron's eye?
Oh, that's precious.
Stop doing jokes. We need to finish. I've got to edit this yet.
She goes to tell Luke, and he's flexing in the mirror, and she says, "I'm leaving permanently," and he takes it very badly and says, "City shitty girls are all the same. All the lads are devastated. What about all we worked for?"
All this what was it? All the choreography that we couldn't do on our own, apart from when we did do it on our own.
Yes,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
It's all for one venue. It's not for her. Anyway.
Also, you're the only one that understands how the heart machine works in case fucking Danny dies.
Luke storms off, prepared for his own midnight cowboy moment.
Yes.
And he says, "This must be your best performance yet, Ashley." Fucking hell, she hasn't cut down the Sainted Sycamore gap. For Americans listening, that's like our Jebediah Springfield statue.
Yes.
The other thing he's pissed about is that she didn't tell him first, but she only told him after telling her parents.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, she goes home all sad, leaves a voice, tries to leave a voice.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit weird. Is that why you tell me
Yeah.
first? I was like, well, my mum.
I've known you 10 minutes. I've known my mum and dad my whole life.
One of them's
And
rich
they've
as
got
well.
tickets to come and see it, so,
Yeah.
I just think he's a bit
Yeah.
overzealous.
It's all overplayed. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve, time for the last show. I like that last show. It was the last show.
And this town is tiny, right? And the traffic in this town is like,
Yeah.
oh, well, it's Christmas Eve. This taxi
Hey,
driver,
I'm walking
forget
here.
about it. This is
I
the
think
yellow
I'm-
cab code
I'm
right
assuming this town is where Pat Vale lives.
here. Yeah, I think so. Where
to
his
get-
digs are.
Just to get him in as a reference, because I know he listens. Yeah, he's like, I can't stripes round any small tears as these cars use
Big
maybe
stripes.
fellas going homes. And they come out and they think, oh, we can't do it. We can't do it without Ashley because she's our guiding light. And obviously, I often think of her when I'm just sexually gyrating.
Yeah.
Troy, stop that.
They fall out, and the dialogue here is brilliant. Oh, it's not me, it's this slowpoke. And hey, I've been shaking my butt longer than you've been alive, kid. It's all full of this, and it's just
I often
horrible.
say that down the park.
Yeah. They all kick off at Luke for usurping power and centralizing it all. for
Oh,
himself.
yeah. Who
Very
made
Lord of
yous
the
in
Flies.
charge? Yeah. Well, maybe I won't follow yous. Who's with me's? And then no one follows him. And I'm just like, fucking hell, it's too late for an
Yeah.
uprising. Like,
Yeah.
this should have been sown earlier in the film if we were going to have an uprising. But everyone was okay with it when they were making 50 quid in a fucking hot dog every night. Hot dog and a handshake or a wank.
Taxi is
It's
still
the hand
stuck.
job room.
Taxi's still stuck in traffic, so she fingers a wreath, so to speak.
Katie.
We get-
Oh,
We get sexy Carol of the Bells music. For them
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I like that. I want to
Carol
say-
Moist of the Bells.
The theme this time is gritty urban scene.
Is it not Breaking 2 Christmas Boogaloo?
I was hoping they could pay Jean-Claude Van Damme to just do this.
Luke is
Right.
awful in it. His heart's not in it. He stops the music, and everyone goes, "Oh, what's wrong?"
Why
Ashley
is
then,
he not getting his cock out?
yeah. Ashley comes back at that moment. She's the face in the crowd that he needs to strip off confidently. Old man Biden in the background just shuffling about.
Right, all through this last dance, old man Biden has fallen over 3 times.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
they're
great.
all doing spins,
Yeah.
and he's spinning, but he has got no no focus.
No
so
sense
of gravity.
he topples over. It cuts as soon as he starts to topple.
Yes.
3 times I spotted it.
If you're watching these along with us, then pay close attention to him in this last dance scene because it is magnificent.
It's broken hips a go-go, isn't it?
It is his proudest and weakest moment.
They meet after the show, and she explains, "I've jacked it all in," and he gets all.
I don't want to be a jingle bell. I want to jingle on your bells.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite impressive because a new dance every night, that's a terrible strain on the choreographer's wrists.
This ain't gonna be sustainable. This is gonna die away after about a month and a half because it's the same 3 men. No one's cocks flopping out. Like the women of this town, all 9,000 of them have come out of the fucking woodwork. Apparently, it's not sustainable. No, but it's Christmas. We'll let them have their moment in the sun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what's a good way to lose money is on December 21st.
Have a massive Christmas meal. Oh, shut the restaurant.
Yeah, shut the bar.
Yeah.
Shut the bar. Yeah.
Shut for private do.
Where no one else has any
Christmas
other family.
Day. Who is going to go to the only music venue and possible live strip club in the town?
Angry
women
lovers.
in this town, probably. Actually,
probably.
There's not. What I do notice in this is there's not another single family in this town, and there are 0 children. Like there's no children, and I get it's like a sexy film, quote unquote, but there's not a single child in this film.
It's actually set in the same universe as Children of Men.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Where the last one's just been shot dead, Baby Jeff or whatever he's called.
Shot dead. Right, I didn't need
gangland
that.
fight.
Lads, I did not need that. Fuck's sake, I didn't even remember that. Cheers. Right. Well, that's me going to bed with nightmares now. Thank you. What a Christmas Eve for me, that is.
It's a Christmas miracle.
His sister has brought in a treat. Roger says, "Where's my treat? You'll get yours later." Jeez. Ashley literally unveils the board. They hit 30k with $85 to spare.
I often thought as well, like, it would have been funny if you'd have gone, "Oh, we didn't make it."
We're $10 short. Where's that kid from last week?
And then just the hunchback came in and evicted them all.
The line that's used here is Christmas dinner at the Rhythm Room is a tradition around here. Christmas dinner's a tradition everywhere. What's wrong with you?
When you eat what you've eaten Christmas in the wanking palace.
The landlady,
the
she turns
woman
up, she's
shows
impressed.
up and she's like, "Oh, thanks for paying me." And she's like, "Oh, do you want to come and hang around?" She's like, "Oh, I wish you'd always have told me that." Yeah. Was she supposed to be like being hard on them because they've been mean to her?
Because I think so. She's only the Grinch because the Grinch was treated like shit when he was at school.
It's also, I'm sure there's a line in there somewhere about, we're good for the next 3 years or something. It's like, I thought you were barely solvent at this point.
Yeah.
What's going on? Anyway, they go out for a walk, have a moment.
They might have got some kind of deal with lady astringent removers. I don't know.
The brewery's taking care of them.
Deep kissing in the town square in front of everyone.
My favourite bit, right? They walk out of the building, everyone follows them, and then just watches them kiss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kiss her harder.
Do it in front of the tree.
Pine cones. It's just weird, man. It weirded me out.
Yeah, it's weird. And then it ends.
Gentlemen, thank you for staying through this. That is 2024's The Merry Gentleman, available on Netflix now if you wish to punish yourselves for further hours. James, your score, please.
1.5 bronze chair legs.
That's quite low.
It's very low. This was a steaming pile.
No, again, I think we forget. Anyway, Patty, your score.
A half a shit stomp. Which is quite like a steaming pile.
I was gonna say, which
what did you give it?
I'm gonna give it 1 bronze shit fancy Happy Days.
Hey, Joe Biden on it.
That was directed by Peter Sullivan, a veteran of the podcast. He did episode 98's Christmas Under Wraps 2014.
Oh,
Yeah, not really a surprise though, as a good 45% of his director credits are Christmas related. His other output this Christmas is You Better Watch Out.
what, me?
Yeah, last Christmas it was Silent Night, Fatal Night.
Ooh.
So he
Did we
just
do
does.
that?
We should do. No, we
Didn't
did
we
the stabby
do?
stabby one, didn't we?
Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think we did.
Oh, forgive me.
The remake one. Michelle Trachtenberger, maybe.
He also did Disaster Christmas Crossover, The Christmas Twister, 2012. Which has
Father
been
Christmas! That's it.
Put your left leg on red.
which has been described by several people as absolutely awful, and apparently has a misspelling on the title card as Christam's Twister.
Oh, wow. Christam's Twister, is that kind of like Chekhov's gun?
He also did.
As soon as you bring out,
He also did a TV movie in 2018 called Jingle Bell. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
singular.
right. So, yeah, singular. Gray's plural. Look, no, it's last week. Co-written by Jeffrey Schenk. This is his fourth Christmas film this year. A Royal Christmas Ballet gives you an idea of his life right now. It's either happy-go-lucky seasonal fare or light touch made-for-TV murder mysteries with him. However, we've come across him before as the writer of Chupacabra versus the Alamo.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Remember
Yeah.
the Alamo?
2013, episode 69 for people that want to go back. And
Nice.
the
Nice.
best named episode. Also, Ice Spiders 2007.
Oh.
I've watched
Malibu
Ice
Shi-
Spiders.
I think I've seen a bit of
Ah.
Ice Spiders, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it the other weekend when I couldn't be
Ice
asked to get off the
Spiders
couch.
with my little eye. Anyway, Malibu Shark Attack 2008.
Sure.
It's just when you get sharks drunk on Malibu. The Malibu Maniacs.
Hansel and Gretel Warriors of Witchcraft 2013.
Oh, I don't think
Wow.
I've seen that, but I have seen a lot of knockoff Hansel and
Yeah.
Gretel films.
Yeah. I don't know if I have or not, but I've definitely not seen Mother-in-Law 2. You killed my husband.
And I'm stuck in an igloo. Stepson.
Written by Marla Sokoloff, who is Ashley's
I
sister
bet she's
Marie.
stuck.
Oh, wow.
Rein it in. Ashley's sister Mary Rose in it. She wrote it as well. Formerly of Full House, which is a revolving door of Hallmark people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also released a 2006 album, Grateful, featuring middle of the road pop rock. I Wish I Was Dead.
What's that? Sorry. Well,
Grateful.
By
By
Mary Rose.
Marla Sokoloff.
Marla. Come on, lads.
Yeah, you're not doing this time.
No, it's not that. All it keeps going is, do you want to listen to Madness? And I'm like, no. I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah, absolutely.
She said, I like to include all the elements that we know and love. And the thing that works.
Fire, earth.
There are so many things that work about Christmas movies or why people revisit them again and again and again. So all those elements, I really like to lean into those. You know, like striptease.
Sure.
That classic element.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alleged witchcraft.
Ashley Britt Robertson, known for The People and Tomorrowland, she was considered one of the 55 Faces of the Future by Nylon Magazine's Young Hollywood issue, which raises the question, the fuck is Nylon Magazine?
Yeah, man. What? Is that about the benefits of nylon?
I'm a polyester guy.
Luke,
Luke, Chad, getting through these.
hang on. It could be a portmanteau of New York and London, which apparently
Yes.
is what.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
material's
the
named
joke?
after. Yes,
okay.
that's the joke.
Yeah.
Luke, Chad Michael Murray.
Fuck off.
Yes, it was. It was Chad Michael Murray. Of the David Gilmour Girls, One Tree Hill. I can't believe I
He's
got
doing
that one.
jokes for himself now. Look at
Nice.
him. He's a big brave boy.
In preparation for filming, Chad Michael Murray reportedly practiced country, western, hip hop, and jazz dance 6 hours a day, up to 4 days a week. I mean, I've worked for less, but he also prepared a combination of cardio, chirotherapy, I don't know what that is, vitamins, supplements, and clean eating, saying, if God didn't make it, I didn't eat it.
Sure.
According to IMDb, Chad means warlike or warrior. And on that note, James Fax gyrates into the night.
You can stop the facts there all you want. But I have issue with Chad Michael Murray's if God didn't make it. So if we're all God's children,
He's eaten.
Cannibals.
He's eaten you.
No. Then anything we
He's tasted
make
flesh, man flesh.
via process of a craft cheese slice
Yeah.
has been made by man, so therefore is in his grand design. Or is you just chatting shit?
Chadding shit.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, we're doing those bits then, are we? That is 1874's Gentleman's Christmas Rub Cook. Merry Gentleman. I wish I had more nice things to say because I admired the moxie of it, but I fucking hated all of it. Like,
Yeah, sums it up.
if
I
you're
love some of
gonna
the
watch
dialogue.
any of this year's Hallmark, no, it's not Hallmark, Netflix Christmas things, watch
Not
Hot
this.
Frosty. Hot Frosty.
Yeah.
Hot Frosty is the better of the two outgivings this year. Apparently, there is a new one as well, Lindsay Lohan one. That is
Yeah.
a
Christmas
sequel.
Through Time or something.
Is that where they get taken out by an asteroid or something?
Anyway, your favourite lines from this film, if there is any.
Oh, absolutely nothing.
I'd like to join this reindeer game.
Did I mention he's handy?
I was wanked off in the Rainbow Rooms once by your dad. Have a very, very, very happy Christmas.
God bless
See-
us, everyone.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas.
See you in the new year.
Bye.
As if we remember what that is.